Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Matt. I'm the creative lead on A City Sleeps. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit of artwork that's going on for the game. Show you some different enemy types and maybe some background art too. So you know we've got like a kind of traditional horizontal shoot 'em up going on here, and we're building this game in Unity, and we're doing kind of a puppet style animation system. So you know, this is a little different than, you know, true old school pixel art, you know, for the sprite methods. This is more of like breaking down the enemy pieces into you know, different parts, and then we rig them up. We create like a little enemy rig, and we animate them directly in Unity. So this is just an example of one of our minions in the game. This guy appears in level 1, and he's got kind of like a spread bullet type. You'll see there's kind of like this insect theme that permeates throughout the enemy design. So we have like a bunch of these kind of ninja style characters with these little accessories and attachments, so you'll see variants of them throughout the game. So this guy, you know, he's got a little jetpack on and hovers around. You'll notice, like, you know, the style is done in silhouette, so that's you know, a consistent aesthetic that, you know, goes throughout the game. The way we're rendering these is like a pure black base, and then like this render fill that kind of simulates light hitting the character, and then we also apply a thin white rim light. You know, and we have a shader that's kind of looking at the RGB values. In this case, anything that is red that gets colored by the shader. So this allows us to transition enemy sprites as you're going throughout the level. So you might start in a level and the enemy types are red, and as you get to section 2 they change to blue, or whatever makes sense for the background. Here's an example of one of the kind of dryad style enemy sprites from level 2. You guys might have seen this in the PAX demo. So you know, we have a good amount of variety for enemy types, like more aggressive melee style guys, enemies that sit back and spew patterns at you, and you know, we're trying to really theme up every level and you know, not do the typical like excessive recycling of sprites. So really you're going to see a unique enemy set, you know, for every level. Yeah, so we have, you know, enemies of varying complexity here. This is a little preview of our stage 1 boss, who's kind of like a, you know, a full screen filling wall-mounted enemy, you know, like akin to the traditional like R-type style boss. So just a little nod to that boss style. And so, you know, this guy's broken down into tons of different pieces here. He's actually across 2 different sprite sheets. So you have like his face and mandibles and you know, claws, and then the kind of base pieces that they all layer up and sit on top of. These white pieces here are representing you know, hitboxes that the player is looking for. So you know, we call those out to you know, draw the player's attention towards. This is a look at Poe's sprite sheet. She's the main character of the game. So she has several different sets because her animations are a little more elaborate. So we have right-facing and left-facing shooting, and you can see this is the body shapes broken down here. And then also we have a set of melee animations and idle animations. In the game, when you're holding fire at a distance from an enemy, your sword shoots like projectiles. But as you get in close, she switches to a proximity like melee attack, where she like physically slashes the enemy up close. So we have several frames for facing right and facing left, and these also adhere to like the directional lighting that we give to a stage. And you can see here there's idle right and idle left, and these also are broken down into individual pieces and animated by our animator Risan. So the idle happens when you're not shooting, if you're just free flying without holding shoot down. Another little preview here. This is what we call the ghost hand. It's like this giant spirit hand that Poe can summon, and she uses it in two ways. One is to basically deploy her ghost familiars into the idols, and that's what activates them. It unleashes the music and unleashes the ghost ability. And that's what this top sprite is here. And we have several little flame wisps that we kind of animate to give motion to the arm. And this bottom one here is for the sword attack. So basically, as you perform more and more melee, you accumulate a bomb resource which you can deploy. And basically this giant hand comes out, the sword, there's like a giant version of her sword, and you can whip it around screen and deal massive damage. So yeah, that's a look at a City Sleep sprites, and game comes out soon, so I hope you guys check it out and enjoy it. I think there's something for shoot 'em up fans for sure, and if you're new to the genre, I think there's a lot of variety here and a lot of flexibility in the game system, so I think there's something for everyone. So yeah, check it out on Steam and let us know what you think. Give us your feedback. Thanks.